Hey guys, Augiesaint here and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and it is that time of the week. We have reset with the weekly reactors as well as the sensors, components, all that good stuff. The weekly loot caves have arrived and I shall deliver to you guys the best locations that I have gone out and tested this morning real quick before making this video and shared with you guys so you guys can go out there, farm up some of your components as well as reactors. Now this week we don't really have that many good reactors, but I have noted them all down there. Mostly they are all just general rounds because I usually color code these every week, and obviously general rounds is white, so we can't really add a color to those are just white anyway, so that's why I put a little note down there if anybody was wondering. Those are reactors for the week. Obviously there is other reactors as well, but those are by far the most notable ones that I could suggest to you guys. And then we have all the different things dropping this week. We have 3 different components actually dropping this week. Got the sensor, the memory, and the processor, so all 3 of these, except for the old auxiliary power we don't have this week. So without further ado, let's hop into the first component. Our first component being the sensor, and we find this in the fortress converter facility, and the best mission for this would be the high thermal source detected zone. As you can see, it is an extermination. It's fairly quick. There is a little bit of running, and there's also a mob you guys got to watch out for. As soon as you progress to a certain point, we've got to kill like the little sniper guy. There is mobs that spawn in the back room behind you, so it's best to take Bunny over here with max range so she can actually kill those guys, because if you can't kill the guy through the wall, then you have to backtrack, and obviously nobody likes backtracking in games. We just want to go forward, press W for it, get on with it. And then also polyatomic iron particles, which are the things we need for the energy activators, are actually dropping from the last elite in the mission as well. So you can kind of double up on those as well, and I think there might be a chance for vault keys to drop from me. As far as I know, vault keys can drop from any champion type enemy. So if there is any champion types, and champion type enemies are the enemies with the orange health bars. So it should be able to drop from pretty much all the missions. That's why I have removed the tab in the document, as if soon as you see a orange bar enemy, it has a chance to then drop yourself a vault key. Now let's move on over to the memory for the week. This one's actually a really good spot. It is in White Knight Gulch in the observatory zone, and then this mission over here hidden right behind that thing is Order's Veil. It is a barrier deactivation, so it's really quick and easy to run, as well as it having, I think it has like 3 elites in it, and they all do have a chance to drop the advanced neural circuit. That is the blue brains that you will need for your catalyst, so that is just another double dip farm again. So both this and the previous farm will be giving you guys materials towards your catalyst and your energy activator. So overall, it's not a bad farm at all. The mission is very fast and simple, as it is a barrier deactivation mission. I think these are like one of my most favorite missions. Everything is just right there in the circle. Stay in the circle, kill everything, get loot, rinse, repeat. I love this spot. Very good. So go out there and farm your memory if you do need a memory, and then double dip and get yourself some catalyst materials as well. But then moving over to the processor for the week, this one is not such a great spot. It is located Echo Swamp in the Muskeg Swamp, and the mission we'll be running is the Tree of Truth multi-seizure. This has 3 points you can capture, A, B, and C. I suggest running into the mission, capturing all points, and then you kind of just want to hang around the middle checkpoint, as the mobs from both the checkpoints on the sides will kind of come towards you. So you could actually just do a little circuit around and kill the mobs as they're spawning and like piling up, or you could just wait on the middle checkpoint and then let the mobs trickle in a little bit, and then just go and finish off all the mobs left over on the other 2 checkpoints like before the timer runs out, and then reset it and do it again. Overall, it's not the greatest farm, but it is better than the other mission in the zone, because that defense mission has a fixed amount of mobs that can spawn. Whereas with this one, depending on like how lucky you get, if the mobs actually take over the checkpoints or stay on the checkpoints, then you can actually farm this for a little bit longer, and more mobs obviously is more chance at drops, and then that's what you are after. So overall, not a great spot, but it is the spot we have this week. What you could do is maybe try and farm the outpost, but you would need a friend that's either playing a Valby or a Sharon, and then you yourself would have to be a Valby or a Sharon to actually do like the little outpost run where you stun the elite, and you just have the Valby running in circles, killing all the ads with her juices. But that's it for components for the week. Now let's move over to the reactors for the week. So first and foremost, we got our girl Bunny. She's actually got a really decent farm this week. It is located in Kingston, the Grand Square, and we come over to the Kingston surveillance radar. It's very quick and easy, as it is extermination. So the faster you can kill, the faster they'll spawn in, the faster you can get done with the mission. Rinse, repeat, and get yourself some Bunny reactors. Not a bad farm overall. One quick little note about this one is on the last spawn, there will be a pack of like mobs, and then there'll be a elite separate. You should kill the pack of mobs before you kill the elite, because if you kill the elite first, the pack of mobs will despawn, and most of the time there's actually a champion in there, so you could have a chance at a vault key, as well as more mobs dying equals more chance at reactors. So just keep that in mind. Little pro tip for when you are doing this farm, to try and get yourself a bunny reactor. I might actually come here this week, as I still don't really have a perfect bunny reactor yet. What I would look for on a bunny reactor would be like crit damage or range or skill cost reduction. Any of those are really good. Even for farming, you could maybe pick up an electrical boost or a singularity boost, even cooldown or duration, because then you can like change up your mods depending on if you have high voltage or not. So that's what I could suggest. Obviously there is a lot of options that I just suggested to you, but what I'm personally going to try and go for with my high voltage bunny build, I'll probably just get range to cap it out at the 27 meters, and then maybe crit damage to just get a little bit higher ceiling damage when I actually do crit, since I do have my bunny still set up on like the crit high voltage bunny setup. And then moving over to Viessa, this one is located in Sterile Lands Ironworks, and we do this mission right here, the weapon processing facility. It is an extermination. Just one note about this is a specific Viessa reactor revolving around the absolute zero build, as it changes all your skills to singularity, and this reactor is a chill singularity / general round. So that's why I say this is very specific, as only ultimate Viessa can use the mod absolute zero to turn all her skills into singular. If you are trying to make an absolute zero Viessa build, then it's a really good farm. It's pretty short, the area is very small, you can clear this very fast, and this mission did seem to spawn quite a few champion monsters as well, so you can complete your seasonal ironite particles as well as get yourself some vault keys on the side. And then moving on to the Blair Reactor, and this is a really good farm this week. It is located in the White Knight Gulch in the Moongrave Basin, and the mission we'll be running is the water cooling recording device. This is a seizure mission, so you have to capture the points, but the goal in this is to run in, and then you activate the first point and you go hide in a cave, and then a bunch of mobs will actually run over and sit on the point, so that way the point will never like auto complete, and you can just farm this until the timer runs out. It's a very good farm. It's actually got pretty good XP from here, gold, Kuiper, and then the components. So it's a very good farm overall. I would actually say it is the best farm for the week. And I think next up on our list after building Ajax yesterday is we might start building a Blair now. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and farm this. Come catch me live at twitch.tv/Augiesaint. We'll be farming these out today, and I love to chat to you guys and, you know, just come have a good time over on the stream. But then last but not least, before we hop out of here, I have the Gley / Valby reactor for you guys. And this is a general rounds dimension, so it's really good for Gley, as well as like a mobbing build for Valby. It is found in White Knight Gulch as well in the hatchery zone, and we are running the lower hatchery. Now for this, you kind of want to run like up until the first objective, just before you have to jump over the little bridge. So you're going to run through the first part, activate the little checkpoint there, and you'll complete that. You move on, destroy both of those pylon thingies. And then just before you have to jump over to go and do the second objective, that's where you want to abort it, because you actually have to stand in the middle there. And it just ends up taking so much time for the mobs to spawn in, because they have to like walk up to you. For example, the shield guy in the background, he's gonna have to walk all the way up to me before I can kill him. And then the other mobs won't spawn in until you actually kill him. So this part and onwards is just not the greatest. So that's why I suggest after that first little part, just go ahead, reset, and you have a much faster farming time overall. So the more mobs you kill, the faster you kill them, equals more chances at loot. Just one little disclaimer for all of this: make sure you guys are using a component with equipment drop rate increase. It is found on the processor, so make sure you have that equipped, as that actually increases the chance to drop of reactors as well as components, because that all counts as equipment. So keep that in mind when you are farming these. That does actually help you out quite a lot in the long run. It may not seem like it, because one run you could get like 1 or 2, and the next run you'll get like 10, but it will average out and it will give you an increased chance overall. But that's going to be it for the farming spots of the week. Go out there and farm to your heart's content. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please drop a like and a sub to the channel. Helps me out so much, and I'll catch you beautiful people in the streams as well as the next video. Augiesaint out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the